That's a good question. Let's first unpack the first part of your question, Menias one. How powerful Zovaal is. So there's a couple of problems that I have with Zovaal's power levels. We've discussed this at length right at the start of Shadowlands, where Blizzard called him a Titan plus plus. So we've discussed all of this, right? But I think it's important to discuss this again. Zovaal was considered a Titan plus plus and almost untaken downable, if that is a phrase that I can say, even before he mastered domination magic. If you're wondering what I'm talking about here, it took literally all of the Eternal Ones to banish him to the Maw. They couldn't defeat him. They basically had to trap him inside the Maw. If you read between the lines of the lore, it seems like they lured him to the Maw and then basically turned the Maw inescapable. Like, they made sure that he could never escape, right? And that was before he got his hands on domination magic. He didn't have domination magic back then. Now he has domination magic. So how do you defeat this guy? Like, who's gonna fucking defeat them? Like, he's just too fucking strong. You could have seen, you saw it, right? Sylvanas was shooting an arrow at him. He grabbed the arrow and he was like, what are you doing? The heroes of the Alliance and the Horde rushed him and he just dominated them immediately. No fucks were given whatsoever. Like, the dude does not seem to give any fucks about anyone. And it's not even a case of him getting angry or getting upset. It's him just genuinely not giving a shit. That's it. So what stops this dude? What could possibly stop him? Well, perhaps we have to go to another Titan that is just as powerful. And also, it took all of his brothers and sisters and they lost against him. Perhaps it is time for Sargeras to make a return. Perhaps the only guy that can actually take... And before you go, Akalon, that's nuts. Imagine this, right? A boss fight where it's the final boss of the raid. We are technically fighting Zovaal, but we're fighting Zovaal's minions, right? Because we couldn't possibly fight Zovaal. And in the background, like the skybox is Sargeras and Zovaal whacking it out. Like, they're fighting in the background. And we have to do things to empower Sargeras and give him more power and restore life and bind Zovaal for couples of seconds. That's the fight, right? That would just be these astronomical fucking titans. And you're basically fighting the fight to keep Sargeras in the driving seat, yeah? That would be fucking epic. But anyway, so that's one part of it. Now, to answer the second part of your question, isn't it time to bring back Madun? The answer is absolutely unequivocally no. Madun should never make it back to World of Warcraft. He should never become canon whatsoever. The problem with Madun is that he's literally indestructible, right? There's nothing that you can do to stop him. He is just far too fucking powerful. So bringing Madun back so that you can stop Zovaal would create so many problems for future lore, because basically from that moment forward, all real threats in World of Warcraft is no longer threats. Like, they no longer really pose a threat. You know? Like, oh, here we go. The Legion is back. Well, it's in Madun. Let's just keep on cooking and farming and doing whatever the fuck we do. Madun will take care of it, right? So you wouldn't be able, unless Blizzard decided to do a little bit of fan service and bring Madun into the game, right? And he dies whilst fighting Zovaal. That is something that they could probably do, right? So Madun does take down Zovaal, but Zovaal is so strong that he does actually manage to kill him. I fucking suppose that could work. I can imagine Sargeras teaming up with Zovaal. So just to get back 6-6, that's a good theory. I could actually see Blizzard going with that, and it would be cool. The one problem is, Denathrius seems to have really believed in what Zovaal wanted to do. Right? Denathrius believed him. Also, I don't think Zovaal is stupid enough to accept, shall we say, a fake sigil. You know, I don't think Zovaal is stupid enough for that. So how would you do that? I don't see that happening. He would know. He would just look at this and go, "What's this? This is not real. How dare you give me this? This is fake." And I'm reminded immediately of that scene in Zoolander where he goes, "What is this? Is this a center for people a center for people who can't read good for ants?" You know, that's the immediate thing that comes to mind is a Zoolander moment. And I suppose Blizzard have copied Thanos. They may as well copy Zoolander as well, right? While we're at it, let's copy a couple of other things too. So Sargeras was cheated by Denathrius, yes.